Hello, my name is Trevor. I do the weather. Don't laugh. Stop.
I'd say I'm viewed as kind of the bad boy. The rebel. I say what I want.
Sometimes at Narrow News, when they're doing the news, whatever, I do arts and crafts, and this is a ship I made.
My role this season changed a little bit. Originally, when we first started out, just the idea to do a newscast for the announcements was my idea. Not originally, I stole it from someone else.
Bird, a rhinoceros, but it doesn't have a horn, and a camel.
I'm here to bring a little bit of edge to Narrow News. You never know what I'm gonna say.
But Noah must have fell off. Noah fell off. But he's in the Bible still, so we're gonna act like he didn't fall off.
How I have evolved? Or the character? The character? Okay. Well, I try to be myself on camera. Most of the time. I'm a pretty goofy guy in general.
So, Trevor, what is your main contribution to Narrow News?
Oh, Narrow doesn't, you can't give money to Narrow.
But like right now, I can be pretty serious.
Okay, no, what is your main role on Narrow News?
I think this season, I was a whole lot more just, not dumb.
You mean besides arts and crafts?
Not random. I was on the level with, let's say, famous orators like Abraham Lincoln or, Pauly Shore. I mean, these guys know how to talk, and I think that I've evolved into that kind of, well, I don't want to use the word evolved because that just offends me. This year has been, I think, better than the previous year.
I don't think this season was as funny.
The ideas, in some ways, were more structured this season, and in some ways they were less structured this season.
I'd say it's changed because more bad ideas have been accepted.
I'd say we spent more thought into each week's episode. We actually thought more about the details. We knew what the audience was going to laugh at. You knew what they wouldn't want to see because of what we'd already done.
I think if you look at the funnier moments, though, you'll see a little bit of me in those.
We talked a lot more about what we wanted to do, so in that way it was structured.
Okay, Trevor, you can go ahead.
What do you want to know?
Just tell us about your Narrow News experience.
Why?
I think we've improved. That's my best way to describe it. I think we, with the exception of a couple of odd, weird things happening in the episodes that some people may just think is flat out crazy, which is what we intended.
Well, the good ones come from me.
Well, I think that the ideas, like I said before at the beginning, are a collaboration.
Jason and I kind of share a combination. Jason ultimately has the final say on what actually gets put into Narrow News. But I do have a final say on things like how close to the line can we get on certain issues. Sometimes Paul will say something and I'll just say we're not using that, period.
I really feel like I'm the glue that holds the funniness and Narrow together, whereas Josh would be the not glue that tears it apart.
Most of the time we try to rip off other comedies, satire.
Or the shotgun that kills the horse before the glue is made.
My ideas come from a really dark place in my mind that I wouldn't begin to bring you to.
By the way, did you hear about the Kentucky Derby when they had to kill those horses?
I'm trying to do an interview here, okay?
What?
I'm interviewing for Narrow News. So,
No, you're not interviewing.
quit calling me.
You're not interviewing for Narrow News. Just
Well, I'm getting interviewed, man.
You called me?
You call me!
Generally, when something's your idea, you kind of have to do a lot of it yourself to make it happen. And that's kind of what season 1 was.
Hysterically funny is what we try to be, as opposed to this right here, which is not funny at all. See, when I have an idea, it's something usually weird like this.
Season 2, I think I relinquished a lot of creative power, and it went more to other people, more Jason and Brian especially, which is fine because they're both film guys and they do a lot better job of it than I do. To whereas my function a lot more is just a lot more of just showing up and acting.
Paul, on the other hand, his kind of stuff is pretty random, really Will Ferrell-ish, as opposed to me just being dark.
Sci-fi. Definitely sci-fi.
I don't know how much I'm at liberty to say about that, but I can say that there will be a season 3. I can definitively say that. We'll have most of the same cast. At this point, we haven't talked about adding any new cast, and so that's always something we're thinking about.
To the rumors that it's being canceled or put on hold, I say, shut up. Whoever says these things, I will find you and I will literally sew your mouth shut with needle and thread, because I don't like hearing that negative thought. That may be a little harsh saying that, but that's just the way my body takes me. It's natural for me to do these things. When I hear negativity, I just freak out.
Space travel, I feel like, is the final frontier. And I mean, obviously, we've known that for a while, but I think we're really just accepting it as a news team and really striving towards a better tomorrow for our children today.
You can't really tell it's three, but these words are actually popping out from my end. So it's a three-dimensional world here. It's only two dimensions there.
Hopefully it'll still be funny. I think we'll continue to try to be innovative in the way we do things, and throwing out different ideas and experimenting with different things.
We've got some great ideas, and I think the show's going to take a turn to more like an actual TV show, more like a sitcom, something like that.
So we're going to be starting a new thing at Nero. It's going to be called Trevor's Miracles. And we're going to make not just arts and crafts. We're going to make ideas for Nero generations, for our Nero kids. Not because they're skinny, because they love Jesus. And that's what that's what Trevor's Miracles is all about.
I can't wait to see. And if I can't wait to see, then you better not be able to wait to see.
You know, when people say narrow news, I don't think they want narrow past. I think what they really are looking for is narrow future. News. I don't know if that's what it might be northeast, west, south, but no, I think it's new. It's things, and space is new, except that it's been around for millions of years.